Located near the very end of Archdragon Peak lie the Dragonchaser's ashes. These ashes provide the ability to purchase an unlimited number of titanite chunks. This is particularly useful in all bosses and all base game bosses runs, if you're looking to cut down on runtime or you'd like to take multiple weapons to +10. We'll cover two methods for picking up these ashes, one slow and steady, and the other more direct but precise. Regarding either method, the first thing I like to do is rest at this bonfire. This ensures consistent enemy pathing when moving to the next area. In the first method, you make your way over to this stone wall. Cast Spook behind the wall, then sneak around and ambush the first Snake Man, killing him with a backstab. Hang back a bit, bait and sidestep this fireball, and kill the second. You'll then turn your attention toward this opening in the stone wall, and lob a skull like so. Once you hear the skull land, run up the right side of this corridor. Continue past the break in the stone wall, and head all the way to the end of this path. Take a peek through this back window, and ensure the entire snake patrol is advancing. After a few moments, creep your way back to this corner. Take care not to make yourself visible just yet, as the pathing of these enemies can get a bit janky. As they approach a safe distance, cast Spook and run up these stairs and across this ledge. Toss a skull to lure the lizard waiting around this corner, drop, pick up the ashes, and bone out. One scenario to watch out for is that snake number 2 doesn't spit another fireball, but instead runs after you. To deal with this, you can either bait and outspace a melee attack before killing him, or reset the area and try again. As you sprint up the right side of the corridor, the enemy off to your left won't always attack, and if he does, you can even block his attack using the nearby column. However, it's probably best just to roll. One rare situation involves the first lizard not falling off the nearby ledge. This can be due either to bad luck, or more likely, you threw the skull too far forward. When aiming your skull, do make sure it at least hits the side of the cliff though, otherwise the lizard will not be lured at all. This is why you want to wait for the sound cue before running up the corridor. Finally, the reason you want to move all the way to the back of this path is that, if you don't, Chain Snake might not begin pathing at all, and obviously this can be disastrous. The second method for picking up the ashes is much quicker, but requires tight execution to be consistent. There are fewer variables involved, but it will always feel like you were cutting it closer. Make your way to the back of this wall, just like the first method, but then wait for the patrolling Snake Man to emerge around the corner. Cast Spook, and then make your way up the left side of the corridor. Stick close enough to the following staircase to bait an attack from Axeman, then cut left toward the ashes. Be prepared to dodge the roly-poly attack from this lizard, grab the ashes, then bone out from the far corner. This method is viable, albeit tricky even for SL1. For SL1 stamina, I like to eat a blossom prior to making the dash, and suggest taking a very brief pause along the way to regain some of that stamina. The danger in not baiting an attack from Axeman prior to the pickup is that he can charge straight down the stairs and smack you right as you're attempting to bone out. By baiting an attack, you interrupt him and delay his pursuit. Also, the lizard won't always perform its rolling attack. Instead, it may idle before hopping forward or going for a fire breath attack. I like to hang slightly wide so I can sprint past this attack in case I don't react.